There are 5 things that I will always talk about: gender-based violence, literature, performing arts, Agenda 23, and myself. Welcome to Time with T, and thank you so much for choosing to spend some time with me. Today I am going to talk about a bit of literature and a bit of performing arts. Now here's the thing, in our country, South, we have a rich culture of art. We have a rich culture of literature. We have a rich culture, and lit culture of creatives. However, we don't have a rich culture of management. And I say this because I was having a young conversation with somebody who's abroad, and then we were talking about, and my question was, I had picked up a book that I wanted to read with an author who is unknown to me. I had never heard of them, and then the book said best-selling, and in the New York Times. And then I asked this girl, I was like, why is it that every book you pick up that is from the States, you get best-selling? How do they know that these people are best-selling, and why don't we know about them? Like, why are they not popular? If they are so great and they are best-selling, why are they not all over the news and things like that? And her answer really, really just shocked me, and it made me want to have this conversation. She broke things down for me and said in a lot of the countries over there, they focus on the business side of showbiz, and a lot of artists don't just only focus on the show for showbiz, they focus on their business also. So literally there is a person in some office sitting there waiting for an artist to create, so that they can count how many times or on how many weeks they have chopped the charts, or how many book sales they've made, so that they can update their list. They like the statisticians, they have people who are focusing on that. And it's not because they've just decided one day, they woke up one morning and said, hey, I'm gonna get a job as a statistician for art or whatever. Artists must hire these people, and that's why most artists say, I have a team, because they have people taking care of all the other aspects of their art, so that they can solely focus on the show, and then they have a team that focuses on the business. And I have noticed, because I've had a couple of conversations with our artists locally, and they don't know the business when it comes to showbiz. They don't take care of the business side of things. And I say this because there's a young person now who's been doing very well, and they put together a proposal, and then this person sent it to me like, hey, can you take a look at this for me? And then I looked at it and I was like, hi bo, I have a niece that can do a better job. Do you know what I mean? But they are a great performer. They are a great creative, but they don't know how to put a document together. And when you're a performer, and you're a creative, and you're an artist, and you want to hang on to your coin to say, no, I don't want to hire somebody, I don't want to hire a business manager, I don't want to hire this, I don't want to hire that, I don't want to hire it because I cannot afford it. That is how you don't make money. The old adage is true. You have to spend money to make money. Therefore, when you hear, let's say for an example, an artist hires a social media manager. A social media manager is going to manage the artist's social media, meaning everything that they are going to post is going to be professional, is going to make sense, it's going to be attractive for the people that are watching, for the people that follow the artist. And you're not going to come across stuff that don't matter, man, stuff that don't make sense. You're not going to come across spams. You're not gonna come across a spam. They're not gonna be hacked. It remains professional. But most of these artists are like, I want to handle my account on my own, because the next thing they're hanging out with friends, and they've had too much of revolutionary waters, and then they go live at a time where they are not supposed to go live, and they say damaging things, because we know what alcohol does to the system. It makes you feel like you are the person of the moment. It makes you feel invincible. It just there's this level of bravery and confidence that is bottled and is canned in those bottles and cans. I don't know how it happens, but we all know it does. And when you are an artist and you have a manager, you have somebody who is managing your time, who is managing your appointments, who's managing, and because this person will get money from you, they will get you work to manage. They will create work so that they can manage you. They will keep conversations going when nobody's talking about you. They will bring you up in conversation. They will have you invited in rooms that you otherwise wouldn't know about. But you don't want to do that. You don't want to hire a manager because it's too costly. You cannot afford it. Well, you know what? You cannot afford not to have one. You just cannot afford it. And it also goes to with authors as well. Authors will tell you, I have a book that I want to put out, but I don't have money for this and this and this, or I'm going to self-publish or whatnot. And even when they go through the process of self-publishing, you tell an author, hire an editor so that they can edit this work for you. Hire a proofreader so that they can proofread everything and make sure everything is in place. They'll tell you, no, I'll do everything myself because I cannot afford it. Listen, for the mere fact that it's your story, it means that you know it, and because you know it, even the mistakes because it's your story. Like, for instance, if I've written 3 chapters and then I'm gonna go back and read them, I'm still gonna just peruse because I feel like I wrote this stuff, I know it. I'm not gonna read Kalihlelela editor or Kalihlelela proofreader because it's already familiar. It's easy for you to miss a there where you're supposed to put in a there. It's easy for you to miss a where you're supposed to put in an A because you wrote the stuff. You know, that's why we have editors. That's why there are proofreaders. That's why there are ghostwriters, even, because you have a story, but you don't know how to write. So tell your story to somebody who knows how to write so they can write it for you. But because we are also trying to save some coin, like economy Ramaphosa, well, this is where we're going to stay because we don't want to collaborate. We don't want to outsource. We want to do everything ourselves. And for that reason, and that reason only, that the art is not gonna go anywhere. For example, I know I'm a Beyonce fan, but I just want to make an example about Beyonce. Look at what she did with Cowboy Carter. Now they are saying country musicians who have never made it to the charts are now on the charts because they had a collaboration with Beyonce. So not only is she doing great for herself because her collaborations are out there and she is so well beloved, she is making room and upgrading and uplifting other artists. So do you see the importance of collaboration? And it's not because she could not afford to do her album on her own. We all know she could, but she knew when she brings these people along, that's how you win. And my favorite saying is to say, you don't win when some of us are left behind. We cannot win. So let's all try to pull each other. The artists, our local artists, there was an argument just a couple of months ago about Song of the Year. People are fighting, no, this can't be Song of the Year, this can't be, because there is really nobody who is sitting there and marking the register. Yeah, who's marking the register? Can we have also artists? Don't just be about show. Also be about business. You are a brand as a person. You are a service as an artist. You are a product. Present yourself like one. Talk to other people like one. The stuff that you put out there, you put your stuff out like a product, like a service, like a yeah, that I'm just so passionate. I'm so passionate about that I can't even catch my breath. Right, so I caught my breath. My wish is for every artist in South Africa to be able to hire a team that they need, a team that will do the work so that the artist can just focus on the art and they have time to create and they have time to perfect their art. We don't see artists produce a full body of work right now, especially with the internet and the music, the way things are. Musicians just put out a single, they put out an EP. You're lucky if an artist puts out a full track, for a full album with like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 tracks, because nobody has time for that, you know. And there's an artist that is about to release a single or an EP, something like that, and she has created, her marketing thing is on TikTok. Like, she is on TikTok and we are all now waiting for the song, and she's saying that it's gonna be released in mid-month. But she's creating videos, she's, you know, just a little before the release. What a great marketing campaign. When you have a social media manager that will do that for you, take snippets of videos and have them upload them. And the song is so good that we all can't wait for the full track to be released so we can download it and support her. And now this is what you need to do as an artist, as a creative. You need to take advantage of everything that you have access to at the moment. You can't just wait and say, I don't have anything out yet, so I'll just chill. Do not chill. Show up. Attend other artists' show. Have conversations with people. Put yourself out there, man. Network. At the moment, now it's festival season. And I saw another artist just putting up a post asking for donations. Are you serious? I'm not saying don't ask for donations. Mara, as brilliant as that person is, as great as that person is, you should have a manager that would have sourced out deals for you, accommodation, this, that, and the next thing. But we wait. I don't know what we're waiting for. I really do not know. If I can find this thing that I would really just want to know. Like, there is so much that a person can do with their talent these days. There's no reason for anyone to be sitting and saying, I can't do this, I can't do that. Don't be stingy with your money. Hire people. If you get a job and you know how this gig is gonna pay, for example, you know a gig is gonna pay you 1,000 rand, be prepared to hire someone and say, I'm gonna pay you 200 rand, do the marketing for me. I'm gonna pay you this, do this for me. I'm gonna pay you this, do this for me. As a performer, but knowing that from that 1,000 you have created more work for yourself, you've put your name out there 10 times more, and that will result in the gigs coming in. Isn't that something now? Isn't that something? I wish we had a rich culture of artist management. I wish we had a rich culture of business when it comes to showbiz for South Africa, because we are brilliant. We are brilliant as a nation. We are brilliant as a performer. When a fella artist, a local artist released a song, everybody's doing it. It's international. Eve. I saw Eve dance to the song. I was like, Eve? How you do that? I couldn't even do that. But that's not even the point. The point is we have what it takes. And we are what it takes. And I don't know who we are waiting for, because we are what we're waiting for. We are who we're waiting for. If you're an artist and you hear this, hire people, collaborate. If you see somebody who is better at something that you need, then approach them, offer them something that you're better at that they need. Collaborate. I'm Tebogedi Tinti. I'm out for now. I will see you next time. Love and light.